Hello everybody and welcome back to Harvest Moon Save the Homeland. I am back a lot sooner than I thought. It is the day after I recorded, and I have some more breaking news for you all, so let's go outside and see what's up. Hey! Guess what? I found the seed for the blue mist. Planted in moist soil in a very cool place. Wasn't there a lake deep in the forest? I think that's a perfect spot. Don't forget to water it every day until the flower blooms. Also, this will wither when fall comes, so you have to plant it early. The flower will bloom until the end of summer, so check up on it from time to time. Do your best. Parsley, I'll come with you. Alright, excellent. We got the next part of the Azure Swallowtail side quest, and I think that's actually the most important step in my opinion, because now you have the power to continue on with the story if you want to, and if you don't want to, then you don't have to. It's all up to you. If you feel as if you want to get that ending, all you really have to do is plant the blue mist flower, water it for about a week, and in a week's time you should be able to see the flower, and the event path will practically be over at that point. Now, Parsley did mention something very important, and that is that the flower will not grow in fall. It wilts in the fall season, so you need to time it somewhat delicately. It's got a little bit of delicate timing. If you're in the middle of summer or you're in the last week of summer, then you're kind of cutting it a little bit close, but if you're in the beginning of summer, then you really shouldn't have anything to worry about. I'm summer day 13, and so I have lots of time to get that flower planted and to have it grow. If you do miss a day, it has a much higher chance of wilting, so you do need to take very diligent care of it, on top of all your other crops and farming responsibilities. So you're going to be doing a lot of walking over towards the Goddess Pond. So once I'm done everything here today, I will go and plant that. I also have some things to sell. It's a Monday, so everything should be open. And hopefully my farmer doesn't get too tired before I actually get a chance to go up there, since he's doing an awful lot of watering. Poor guy doesn't even get a better watering can. You're just stuck with the default one that they give you. Which is why I haven't really bought any more crops. After my potatoes grew in, I just didn't really feel like I wanted to bother with anything else, because unless it rains, you really don't get any sort of break from your watering responsibilities. I'm just gonna go ahead and pet the animals, get my milk, and then we will set out to town. Alright, perfect. I think everything on the farm is taken care of. My chicken also gave me another golden egg, which is great. I'm going to have quite a collection sometime soon, hopefully. I'll stop in at Ronald's, because I should be able to sell most of my crops through him. Rake in the dough here. And just like that, we're up by almost $2,000 just by selling all of this stuff, so that's great. Inching ourselves closer and closer to that $10,000 mark. And I'm kind of wondering if Parsley is going to be walking around the village now. Of course, in the last video I had sort of... Oh, there he is! Wow, he just keeps turning up. It's kind of weird. I was just talking about him in the last video, and now he's just showed up all of a sudden in the cutscene, and then I was just talking about him maybe being in the village now, and he showed up right behind me. Maybe he's psychic. Maybe all these plant pheromones or spores or something give him some sort of abilities that we just don't know about. But either way, it's nice to see him back in the village now. I can continue to give him gifts if I want to, although there's not really any point now that the quest line has almost finished. This area looks pretty picked clean, so I'll just head up to the goddess pond now. And I'm going to plant the flower. You may have noticed this big plot of soil here, and if you were wondering what to do with it, then that is exactly what you do with it. You plant the seed in this area. I'm gonna have to till it first, and then I should be able to plant the seed. And once it's planted, you'll just have to water it. So we're gonna keep a close eye on that seed to see if the flower comes up. Hopefully it comes up. Everybody's kind of counting on me at this point after they hunted down all the information and actually went and got the seed itself. So it's going to be interesting to see not only the exotic flower that's going to come out of it, but hopefully also the butterfly that's said to come when the flowers have come up and developed fully. So I'll just finish up in this area before I head home. Pretty productive day all in all. I was hoping to wait a couple of days in between recordings, but that event just happened to happen the day after I recorded something. I am hoping that I'm not sounding like a broken record and I'm not being too repetitive. I am trying to come up with unique commentary to the best of my ability. But sometimes in a game like this, when there's not a whole lot to say, that can kind of be a little bit difficult at times. Especially when you're sort of just waiting for things to happen. If you know what I mean, I'm sort of just working towards a common goal, but while I'm working towards it, there's sometimes just not a whole lot to really say. But you guys seem to be enjoying the series so far. I've gotten lots of very positive feedback, and also it's really great. You are all so very nice and so very supportive whenever I do a Harvest Moon series of any kind. And I'm hoping, oh no, I was gonna say I'm hoping that it's going to be nice and sunny, but unfortunately, there's a 65% chance of rain. I'm not going to chance it. I think I'm going to put all my animals in, just in case. Especially because I have so many animals now, I would really hate for them all to get sick. It is going to be nice when I can eventually train my dog to herd up all the animals for me. I don't know if I've shown you this on camera, but when you want to put your animals in, you have to manually push them, because, as I've mentioned before, there's no bell or anything in this game. So if they're in the pasture, you have to push them towards the door, and luckily, once they're close enough to the door, they will automatically go into the barn. But at times, it can be really difficult to try and get them, because the animals kind of just want to go every which way, and that can be a little bit frustrating. Especially if you have a lot of animals, and it's starting to get late. I can imagine that would be a very, very time-consuming process. But it didn't take me that long. My animals were fairly cooperative, and now they're all safe and sound, warm and dry for the night. And if it rains tomorrow, it'll give me a little bit of an opportunity to have a break from watering my crops, which is going to be great. And I'm just going to continue on from here. Hopefully, I'll have a couple of days to gather some information for you all before anything else big sort of happens. So thank you all so very much for watching, and I will be seeing you guys in the next video.